What if I told you that just three very simple exercises that anyone can do without going to the gym, without special equipment, without pain, could determine whether you stay balanced after 60 or slowly begin to lose it one tiny step at a time? Would you believe that? Most older adults assume that falls happen because the legs become weak, but research shows something different. The real danger comes from losing the ability to control your body in space. When your center of gravity becomes harder to manage, when your body reacts slower during direction changes, when simply keeping yourself steady for a few seconds becomes difficult, the risk of falling begins to rise very quickly. And here's the good news. Balance is not something that disappears forever. Balance can be retrained. It can be rebuilt. It does not depend on how old you are. It depends on whether you use the right movements to activate the right systems again. Today, I will share three classic balance exercises that anyone over 60 can practice safely at home. These exercises are easy to find sample demonstrations for. They are well known in physical therapy-based fall prevention programs across the United States. And they are extremely practical for daily life because they strengthen the exact skills you use every single day when you get out of bed, walk through your living room, step outside onto your driveway, turn inside a supermarket aisle, or reach to grab something in the kitchen. If you stay consistent with these three exercises, even just a few minutes a day, your steps will feel more secure, your reactions will become faster, and you will walk with confidence again without fear of suddenly losing balance. Now, let us begin with exercise number 1. Yes, sir, the first exercise is called Tandem Standing. This is one of the most common balance drills used in physical therapy programs for seniors because it is safe, simple, and extremely effective at restoring stability after 60. To perform this exercise, stand tall and place one foot directly in front of the other, as if you are standing on a straight painted line on the floor. Keep your shoulders relaxed, eyes looking forward, and breathe naturally. If you feel unsure at the beginning, you can lightly keep one hand close to a wall or chair for support. Hold this position for 10 to 20 seconds. Then switch your foot position and repeat for 2 to 3 rounds at a comfortable pace. This drill specifically trains narrow stance. Balance, the type of balance control that becomes weaker when we spend too much time sitting or when we walk without challenging our stability in daily life. And most balance failures in older adults do not happen while running or doing big movements. They happen in very small moments, turning around in a hallway, stepping sideways to reach something in a cabinet, changing direction in the living room, or shifting around obstacles in a supermarket aisle. By practicing tandem, standing daily for 1 to 2 minutes, your body becomes better at reacting to small balance changes, stabilizing itself in tight spaces, and preventing sudden sideways loss of control, which is one of the most common patterns of falls after age 60. The second exercise is called heel-to-toe walking. This drill is extremely common in physical therapy and fall prevention programs because it strengthens coordination, timing, and neuromuscular control all at the same time. And it does this using a movement you already do every day, walking. To perform this exercise, imagine there is a straight line drawn on the floor. Begin walking slowly forward by placing the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of the other foot. Take your time. Keep your shoulders relaxed and your eyes looking forward, not down. If you feel unsure at first, keep one hand close to a wall or countertop for light support. Walk in this slow heel-to-toe pattern for 15 to 30 seconds. Then rest and repeat for 2 to 3 rounds. This drill forces your brain, ankles, hips, and core to work together as one complete balance system. By narrowing your walking path like this, your body learns how to stabilize more efficiently during direction changes, which is something older adults struggle with more than they realize. And here is the hidden benefit. When the foot lands in a straighter line, pressure travels through the knees and hips more evenly. Many seniors who practice heel-to-toe walking consistently notice that everyday walking becomes smoother, less tiring, and more controlled. You will feel more stable in crowded places, uneven sidewalks, wet surfaces, and narrow indoor spaces where most balance challenges happen without warning. The third exercise is the sit-to-stand from a chair. This simple movement is one of the strongest predictors of independence after 60 because it trains the exact strength and balance control You use dozens of times every day getting out of bed, standing up from the sofa, getting out of the car, or rising from a dining chair. To perform this exercise, sit on a sturdy chair with both feet flat on the floor. Keep your core gently engaged and your chest lifted. Place your hands lightly on your thighs or cross them gently over your chest if you are ready for a slightly bigger challenge. Lean forward slightly and slowly stand up to a tall position. Pause for 1 second at the top, then lower yourself back down with control. Perform 10 to 12 repetitions at a slow and steady pace. If it is difficult at first, you can lightly use the chair's armrest until your strength improves. This exercise strengthens the quadriceps, glutes, and deep stabilizing muscles around the hips, the same muscles that protect your balance during everyday tasks like climbing stairs, stepping off a curb, or turning quickly in the kitchen. Another important benefit is that sit-to-stand improves cardiovascular load and oxygen flow because you are coordinating multiple muscle groups at once. This means you are not just improving balance, you are improving your total functional capacity. Week by week, standing, walking longer distances, and household activities all begin to feel easier and less exhausting. And here is something most people never realize. Balance is not only a physical ability, it is also a brain ability. Inside your feet, inside your ankles, inside your hips, there are thousands of tiny receptors that constantly send information back to your brain about where you are in space. When you were younger, these signals were fast, clear, and automatic. That is why you could turn, step, twist, and move without even thinking about it. But as we get older, especially if we move less, those signals become slower and weaker. The brain starts receiving delayed information, and that delay is what causes hesitation, wobbling, and sudden loss of control. The exercises you learn today do not just strengthen muscles. They reactivate this communication system. They help restore that fast connection between the body and the brain. That is why consistency matters so much. You are not just training your legs, you are retraining your nervous system, and that is what keeps you independent longer. Now take a moment and imagine what your daily life could feel like once these 3 simple balance exercises become a part of your routine. Every time you stand up from a chair, every time you take a step in the kitchen, every time you walk across the living room or turn inside a grocery store aisle, your body begins to feel safer, steadier, and more controlled. Balance does not fade overnight, and balance does not return overnight. But tiny improvements, repeated consistently, turn into long-lasting protection for your independence. These 3 exercises, tandem standing, heel-to-toe walking, and sit-to-stand, are not complicated. They are not painful. They are not intimidating. They are practical. They are realistic. And they are exercises you will actually do. That is why they work. Choose just one of them and start today. Tomorrow, add the second. By the end of the week, you will be doing all 3. And week after week, your balance will feel more secure. Not because you forced your body harder, but because you trained it smarter. If you want more simple, science-backed exercises like this to stay strong after 60, make sure to subscribe, leave a comment below, and share this video with someone who needs it. Aging does not mean losing control. With the right movements, you can stay stable, confident, and independent one small step at a time.